Did you know that you can eat these things? If you're looking to grow the perfect cool season flower, then you've landed on the right video. Just for clarity, pansies are the same thing as violas, or some people call these Johnny jump ups. They have much smaller blooms, whereas pansies have larger heart-shaped blooms. Pansies are the perfect choice for landscape beds or containers and will give you that much needed pop of color during the cool season. And my goodness, do they come in a lot of different colors. You have oranges and yellows and whites and reds and purples. Check out this, one of our best selling flats called Majestic Giants Blotch Mix. And this is gonna feature tons of different colors. You have a white with a purple center. You have a purple with a yellow eye. You have a yellow with a brown center. You have a red with a darker center. I mean, this whole flat is just absolutely beautiful. I'm in Shelby, North Carolina, zone 7B, but pansies are hardy through zones 3 through 8. Around here, we plant pansies in the early spring or the beginning of fall, and they're some of the only flowers that can continue to bloom and thrive through freezing temperatures. However, when the summer heat sets in, they typically become very leggy and stretchy, and they're often pulled up because they cannot adequately survive the warmer temperatures. Pansies do, however, require part to full sun, even though they need cooler temperatures to survive. Here we are in the month of October, and as you can see, I've got some beautiful summer annuals still thriving in this bed. It's Buddy Purple Gomphrena, and although it pains me to go ahead and pull these up, I need to do so I can get my pansies and violas in. That way they have time to get rooted in and start growing and thriving before the cold freezing temperatures set in. Now, if you're in a colder zone, you may even want to consider pulling up your summer annuals even earlier, especially if you're experiencing nighttime temps in the 30s. Pansies enjoy rich, moist, and well-draining soil. And I know that the Gomphrena has just depleted all nutrients out of this bed. That's why I'm going to be putting a fresh bag of potting soil. You can use compost, potting soil, into the beds to kind of replenish the soil and make those pansies jump. So I've got here a flat of red blotch violas. I like this color. Check it out. It's more of a burgundy red, and they have a yellow eye. I think that's going to look great for fall and Christmas. And you know, pansies really do love some food, especially when they're young. So I'm going to start them off with the Biotone starter fertilizer. Listen to some of the ingredients that are in this. We got feather meal, poultry meal, bone meal, alfalfa meal, green sand, sulfate of potash, and sulfate of potash magnesia. This is going to get these off to an excellent start, and then later on in the season I may feed them again with some all-purpose fertilizer. I'm going to be planting these violas about 6 to 8 inches apart. That way when they bush out, they will cover up the naked soil. They also are going to grow 8 or 9 inches tall, so they'll look great even from a distance. You can grow pansies from seed, but you're going to need to start the process about 8 to 10 weeks before your planting date. And starting from seed can be finicky. That's why I love and highly recommend just going to your nursery and picking up some starter plants. Now, I am using the Biotone liberally. It is a non-burning fertilizer. And if you want to check it out on our website, we do have it. It really does make all the difference in the world. One of the biggest mistakes I see gardeners make with newly planted pansies or violas is letting them dry out, especially early on in the beginning. They're going to need a good bit of water. That's why today I'm going to be using this organic weed-free straw mulch. I'm going to put this around. This will help retain the moisture and keep the sun from baking the soil. Now there are other mulches you can use, but I like this straw mulch because This 3 cubic foot bag really goes a long way. It's very easy on the back to put out. Putting down mulch is not 100% necessary. You can definitely grow pansies successfully without it, but this is an extra measure that really will help go a long way. Another great thing about using straw mulch is it breaks down into a carbon material, so it's great for composting. I'm barely going to put a dent in this bag, so I'm going to take it down to the vegetable garden and finish this up around my vegetable plants. And I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone, because not only am I retaining moisture, but I'm also adding essentially compost to my landscape beds. Remember to give newly planted pansies a good soaking after you're finished. This will get rid of all the air pockets and make sure to get them off to a really great start. From here, we may want to water daily or every other day, especially when pansies are young and haven't rooted into the soil yet. They'll let you know when they need water because they'll lay flat, prostrate to the ground, almost like they melted. As much as it pains me to pull out this beautiful Spitfire coleus, I know it's time. I want to plant some pansies or violas in this container and show you how that process goes. Now, same thing with the pots as we did with the landscape bed. You want to remove that old soil. I know that coleus has depleted it, so we're going to add some fresh potting soil first thing. Definitely going to be adding some biotone to the containers too. It's even more important when you're planting in pots because the nutrients get depleted much faster. I decided to go ahead and keep the theme of the violas. This one's called True Blue. I've never planted them before, but I thought they're very pretty. And how often do you see a blue flower anyway? Now, I did plant these pretty close together, but that's okay. They'll still thrive and do well. It's a pretty deep pot, and this will provide maximum impact when they fill out and look great this winter. Woo! Got that one in one big handful right there. It's like Steve Irwin just now. Remember that when growing pansies in containers, they're not going to have access to the water that's in the ground, so you're going to be watering a little more often. Well, there you go, folks. I hope this video has you growing pansies and violas like a pro. Hey, if this video was helpful or entertaining to you, would you consider hitting that notification bell and subscribe button? That way you'll get updated every time we release a new video. And until next time, become a plant person.